It's main event time as we take a look at our tail of the tape with not one, but two titles on the line in our main event.
Yeah, ELWIG WASSMER and Israel LUA match up very evenly in the 125-pound division. WASSMER maintains a slight reach advantage, but I do not think that'll play into it. Both coming out of storied camps, the Den for Israel LUA, Coach Ben Jones, and CMMA with head coach Heinrich Wassmer, his brother, in his corner tonight for ELWIG. Two titles on the line. Let's get it going.
UNF fans, please welcome your fighters for tonight's main event. Making his way to the cage, Israel LUA.
Israel LUA comes in with a winning record, 3-1-1. Said he was kind of surprised to get this shot, but wants to take advantage, and he said, what better way than walking out with two titles in one fight?
Well, for Israel LUA, with him, it is feast or famine. He's been knocked out. He's knocked somebody out. He obviously adores Julio Cesar Chavez, the greatest Mexican boxer ever, meaning he adapts the mentality, the aggression of Chavez, and it is that Mexican heritage that LUA possesses, which he feels is going to propel him to victory, along with the outstanding trainers that he has within his corner coming from the Den.
Here it comes, Todd, the Ben Jones smack. Are we ready? Are we ready? Here it comes. 1, 2, 3.
There you have it, and maybe a good omen as we saw, I believe that was Curtis Melander in his corner as well, reigning and defending middleweight champion of Up Next Fighting. Will the Den add more championship gold in this main event?
They're certainly looking to put another strap on the wall at their new location. Head coach Ben Jones has built an absolute shark tank.
And you don't represent the Den if you're not a quality fighter. Israel LUA looks in the best shape of his life, and he knows he's got to come out and really bring the pace towards Wassmer.
Yeah, the keys to victory for LUA, he's got to start early, like you said. He's got to dictate the pace and, most importantly, control the real estate. If he can control the cage, he's got a great chance of winning this fight.
And introducing his opponent, making his way to the cage, ELWIG WASSMER.
ELWIG WASSMER comes in an undefeated 3-0. And despite his music, we all can very much see him.
ELWIG WASSMER coming out with John Cena's music playing in the background.
Comes in 3-0, all three of his victories, Ray, by way of decision. You talked about it, a college professor in body mechanics. He's patient, is the professor.
He's patient, but he also stays ready. In his last performance against Lat Martinez, where he captured the UNF Flyweight Championship, he took the fight on 2 days' notice. And here, he is now, instead of being the hunter, he's the hunted. But I think he thrives under that. His brother Heinrich is a terrific fighter, has been for a long time, and is in his corner tonight. So Wassmer looking to keep that family name going and aims to remain undefeated.
Yeah, he's got a lot of pedigree in his corner. Coach David Waters, Chad George, his brother Heinrich Wassmer, and of course Savant Young out of the Fight Academy. Savant Young known for landing big bombs himself back in the day. I've seen him fight. That's how long I've been doing this, Todd.
No question about it. ELWIG WASSMER, you know, he's got such a good nature about him, cool, calm, and collected. Won the title, as you mentioned, Ray, 2 days' notice, back to defend it. That's what it's all about. Good fighters maybe can win championships. It takes a great one to defend it. Can Wassmer do it in there with tough competition when you got the likes of LUA, who does have knockout power?
It's all about who can impose their will first and who can maintain control of the real estate inside the cage. For Wassmer, he's got to stay aggressive, change levels, and look to set the pace. If he can do that, he might walk away with 2 titles tonight, Todd.
And now, UNF fans, we are down to our final bout of the evening. The question is, are Angeles, California. Are you ready? It's time for our main event. And it is set for 3 rounds for the UNF Rising Stars Flyweight Championship. Introducing first, out of the blue corner, the challenger, standing at 5'5", weighing in at 123 pounds. His record, 3 wins, 1 loss, and 1 no contest. Representing the Den and fighting out of Anaheim, California, by way of Michoacan, Mexico, Israel, 30 LUA. And his opponent, out of the red corner, standing at 5'5", weighing in at 124 pounds. His record, 3 wins and no loss. Representing CMMA and Fight Academy Pasadena, fighting out of Northeast Los Angeles, California, he is the reigning, defending UNF Rising Stars Flyweight Champion, ELWIG WASSMER. And your referee in charge for this fight, Larry Landless.
Israel LUA in the blue, taking on ELWIG WASSMER in the red and black. And again, guys, WASSMER comes in the defending, reigning flyweight champion of Rising Stars. But both are also competing in this main event bout to become the Camo California State Champion as well. High stakes main event at Commerce Casino.
Lua looking to jab to the body, but he's overextending with the reach. Oh, we got a foul.
What did you make of that exchange there? What do you think he caught him with there, Jonathan? Did he?
I think it was a kick, a low blow to the crotchal region.
Inadvertent, obviously, by Wassmer. But still, Lua needs to take as much time as he needs. It's a high-stakes fight, guys.
Lua back to his feet, starts to bounce around. Certainly not the start to this fight that either champion or challenger wanted.
Israel Lua bouncing around, trying to get his wits about him.
I think it's important for both guys. You see that Wassmer's walking around because they don't want to get cold whatsoever.
Sure. You hate that hurry up and wait mentality. Action back underway between ELWIG WASSMER, the champion, Israel Lua, the challenger, who does have dynamite in those gloves. Nice outside leg kick by the champion.
Lua's trying to cut off the cage and is trying to make this a phone booth fight and make Wassmer uncomfortable.
He's also already flirted with landing that right hand as he did right there.
He snaps it really well, John. He's throwing that overhand right, and then he immediately brings it back to try to protect his chin.
And you can just tell by the body language of Lua that he is very much a power puncher. But now he's got the double underhooks here. Busy with the knees, inside and outside. Title on the line. Expect these two to leave it all in the cage.
Wassmer utilizing that underhook on the left side to keep his opponent up against the cage here.
Wassmer is a very well-rounded fighter. He's a thinking man's fighter. Pointed out that he is a biomechanics professor. And you could just tell he's trying to think 2 or 3 steps ahead of his opponent, Israel Lua.
High crotch here, was looking for that takedown.
Hey, he sucked that leg up tight.
Saw Curtis Melander there and Ben Jones shouting instructions to their man.
Lua doing a good job of using the fence to maintain his balance.
This round still hangs in the balance. Neither guy's done anything. Larry Landless wisely separates them. I like that separation.
Still over a minute to go here in our first of 3 scheduled 3-minute rounds with the flyweight title as well as the state title on the line. Jockeying for position. The human game of chess here, Jonathan.
Yeah, Wassmer again grinding Lua up against the cage here. Let's see if he can transition.
If you're Lua, you want to push away to maintain your distance because he was having success with that overhand right. In this position, it obviously favors the champion in Wassmer.
Wassmer was working the clinch there momentarily to keep his opponent close, but body-on-body pressure here, knee now by the champion. Smothering stuff here as well by Lua.
Yeah, Wassmer utilizing that Muay Thai clinch, but not able to land anything effective with it. Now look at the change levels.
Scuffed, however, by the challenger, Israel Lua. 10 seconds to work now, Ray. They both want to get something going here at the end of the round, get the exclamation point on this.
I think Wassmer, based on the fact that he was able to dictate the pace and have Lua in his Muay Thai clinch and land a few knees, was enough of a difference to swing him the round.
We'll be right back, and round 2 is up next.
Everybody, your thoughts, Jonathan?
Yeah, I have Wassmer, the champion, winning 10-9 with the Muay Thai clinch, controlling the real estate. Like I said, you know, the real estate means everything in this fight. Who can control the cage and who can jockey for position? And so far, I have ELWIG WASSMER slightly ahead.
It was one of those rounds that in a fight, if it goes the distance, you might be thinking about toss-up rounds. And if you're Lua, he's got to get more aggressive. But in a smart fashion, use your jab. When he was throwing the jab occasionally and throwing the overhand right, it was connecting. He's got to be able to continue to do that and understand that Wassmer is so good in the clinch, you need to stay away from him.
Lua's got to fight his fight because, again, he's in there with the champion, ELWIG WASSMER, who's cool, calm, and collected, and who is very experienced in going the distance and able to come out of there with a decision victory. That's not something Lua wants to endure. He's got to push the pace and bring this fight into a phone booth. Can the challenger do it? Electric atmosphere, Commerce Casino. Round 2 underway. Time to fight on with 2 titles up for grabs.
Lua starting off very aggressive here in the second round.
Swinging for the fences.
Again, was looking for that big right hand.
Wassmer in deep on the single here, but Lua doing a good job to defend the takedown.
Wassmer's looked to change levels a couple times, Ray. Hasn't hit pay dirt with it.
No, but you know what? Wassmer is very relaxed. I mean, he went ahead and was successful against an outstanding wrestler in Lance Martinez. So taking on a striker, it favors more of your game plan. And right now, this is his world. He's literally grinding out the fight on Israel Lua. And Lua's got to be able to maintain and push away and create some distance.
And with this lack of distance, Jonathan, Israel Lua's not throwing any of those haymaker right hands from here. Impossible to do.
No, and you see referee Larry Landless getting a real close look here. Perhaps the fighter's doing just enough to keep him away, but Wassmer again looking to lace that leg for a trip, but a good job by Lua to keep his balance here.
Looking to change levels again, looking for that high crotch, but I'll tell you, great takedown defense by Lua, but he can't afford to be on the defensive for too long here.
No, and also he is expending a lot of energy holding off the takedown of ELWIG WASSMER. Wassmer's doing enough to stay busy so that Larry Landless, the referee in charge, doesn't separate them.
And we've seen it time and time again with titles on the line. This thing were to go the distance, you really have to defeat the champion if you want to take home the decision and the victory.
Yeah, and you know, this fight is playing into the game plan of Wasmer. He's a grinder by nature, and that's exactly what he's doing right now. He's grinding out, he's jockeying for position.
LUA's got to go to work here in this final 55 seconds.
Wassmer's been throwing some combinations of his own, however.
Good knee to
Wasmer,
step in.
beautiful trip, but Lua quick to get back to a vertical base here.
But although Wassmer not able to immediately capitalize, again, just putting more points in that bank, making deposits.
Wassmer has been able to utilize and neutralize the boxing ability of Israel Lua, and he is just outworking Lua and putting him, and he's making this his fight. This is what Wassmer does well. Fight on the clinch, get a few takedowns or two.
10 seconds left to go in the frame.
Absolutely, another round is about to be in the books here. Wassmer was looking to secure perhaps another takedown. 2 rounds down, 1 to go. One round to go. Can Israel Lua 30, can he take advantage of 3 more minutes and dig down deep and make something happen? That is the question. Wassmer thus far cruising his way towards another decision victory. That's how he won the title. Will he defend it in that fashion? We've got 3 minutes to find out.
What I'm impressed by ELWIG WASSMER tonight is that he's never been in any peril whatsoever. He hasn't been hurt. He really hasn't been hit clean. And if you're Lua, here you go. Big opportunity. You can win not 1 but 2 titles, but he's got to make a significant impression right now.
Head coach Ben Jones calling for everything Lua has to empty the gas tank in this round, perhaps sensing that he may be down 2 rounds to none. Nice right hand from Lua as he digs to the body with a left hand as well.
Well, we saw in those notes that he operates heavy machine guns. He's trying to bring the heavy artillery, a very much more aggressive challenger thus far, but now Wiggy trying to take advantage. Back and forth, seesaw action thus far in our final round.
This is the kind of Israel Lua I thought we were going to see throughout the entirety of the fight, because he obviously seems to be the fresher of the two and is really throwing punches in bunches here.
In his pre-fight interview, Israel Lua said, if I can win here and win 2 titles, that's like graduating. It's the highest honor in the rising stars in the amateur ranks looking to do it. But Wiggy, the incumbent champion, making things very difficult, especially time is ticking right now.
Yeah, he's got that single leg. If he can complete this takedown, it could be a tremendous, tremendous feather in the cap for Wiggy Wasmer in this very close fight here. Lua's got to utilize that underhook to pummel to get off the cage here. Circle away.
Ben Jones out of the corner of Lua telling him to continue to threaten that neck, to keep going to work. And Jones telling him to circle off the cage, but he gets sunk up and taken down. And grinding his way right now to victory as the champion. Can Lua do anything about it?
Just over a minute left in the fight. Lua landing right hands, but not a lot behind him, as ELWIG WASSMER in control of the position here.
Ben Jones wants the stand up. He wants Lua to continue to throw, but hanging on there is Wiggy Wasmer.
The thing with Wasmer is that he's improving, he's working to improve position. So I understand why Larry Landless isn't standing them up.
Lua doing a good job of getting back to a vertical base here, but still in the grips of Wiggy Wasmer.
And look, credit to Lua for getting up, but you know what? Time is as of the essence. You got to go right now.
25 seconds to go now in the fight. And for Lua's bid to become champion, nasty knee by Lua, but it's gonna take more than that. It's gotta keep pouring it on. Changing levels as the champion.
Another takedown for Wiggy Wassmer. That might be all he needed.
That was a workman-like performance by the champion, ELWIG WASSMER.
This one comes to a close.
And we'll be right back after this. Welcome back, everyone.
We're gonna make it all official. Back inside the cage to Rain Cruz.
UNF fans, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard. Judge number 1 scores it 29-28. Judge number 2, 29-28. And judge number 3, 30-27 for your winner by unanimous decision. And new UNF Rising Stars Flyweight Champion out of the blue corner, Israel 30 LUA.
Well, there you have it. History is made. You don't want to leave it in the hands of the judges. Shocking upset as Israel Lua pulls it out in the mind of the judges. Schmo there to get a word with the brand new champ.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with your new UNF Rising Stars Flyweight Champion, Israel Lua. Israel, when you heard it going to the judges' decisions, do you feel like you did enough to win this fight?
I felt like I was a little bit ahead on the damage. So yeah, I felt a little bit like I was right, you know? A little bit nervous, you know?
What do you feel like you did to stop this man and become the champion, to have this gold around your waist the best?
Stop his wrestling. I knew he was gonna try to dominate me, hold me, you know, and just try to stuff as many takedowns and yeah, don't let him take me there, you know? Take him to where I wanted him, which was on the feet. Striking.
And can I ask you, what is up next for you, champion?
Man, well, first I'm gonna go home, have a big burger, you know, and then talk to my team. And then we'll see where we go from there, you know? So I'm gonna enjoy this night tonight, you know?
Certainly earned it. We appreciate you, champion. And guys, Todd, Ray, John, back to you.
Thanks, Schmo. History made here at Up Next Fighting with the Rising Stars, and Schmo's gonna try and get a word with the former champion, Wiggy Wassmer, as well. Schmo standing by.
All right, guys, I am here now with the former flyweight champion. We got Wiggy Wassmer. Wiggy, when it went to the judges' scorecard, what was going through your mind?
It was a tough battle, man. It was tough as fuck. You know, it really could have gone either way. I'm not upset with the call, right? Don't leave it to the hand of the judges if you don't want the judges to make the decision. Yeah, I wish I would have pushed a little more. I wish I would have gotten it, but hey, it is what it is. I'll be back stronger and better than ever on the next one.
Is there anything you did inside the cage that surprised you here tonight?
Nah, man, I knew this dude was a dog. He's tough as fuck. He's already been a state title challenger. So he's dope. I expected everything he brought to the table. I expected more for myself though, and I think that's on me.
All respect from you. You are a great martial artist. You're a great individual. You've done a great job as champion within this organization. So what's next for you, my friend?
Just get back to work, man. Back to training Monday. Shit, even tomorrow I'm gonna get back at it and just look to improve upon this. You know, it's a loss, but it is what it is. Losses are lessons as well, and I'm I'm taking that, and I'm gonna go ahead and improve and become a better athlete because of this.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your former champion. It's been one hell of a night. John, Todd, and Ray, back to you.
Thank you, Schmo. And the former flyweight champion, Wiggy Wasmer, clearly a class act in defeat here in the minds of the judges, but it's certainly a tough one here. And you talk about the Rising Stars division where it's win or learn. I think if this loss had happened perhaps in the professional ranks, it would have been a tougher pill to swallow, would have had some more sting behind it. But you gotta admire the class of the now former champion, Wiggy Wasmer.
Yeah, Wiggy Wasmer, I had him winning this fight. I didn't have him winning the title the first time, but when you leave it in the hands of the judges, you never know what happens when they start adding those 10s and 9s. It becomes the square root of ridiculousness, and that's exactly what we saw in this fight.
Well, now we're gonna see what LUA can do with that title.